Yeah, and what do words mean, right? But what we made up.
Words
Just a
create
form of
reality.
communication.
Cool.
I have 2 tiny note reviews scheduled with Ev, hopefully one right after stand-up and one around 1:15 because I've got 3 sheets to go through.
Yep.
I have pod meeting at 9, Valley meeting at 11, hopefully you can be there for that. Doug meeting at 2, and Amanda's supposed to have her meeting at 7 p.m, but I need to reschedule that, so that's up in the air. So those are my priorities.
Wonderful.
Can you organize my priorities also? That was great.
It's pretty much,
So
it's
good
pretty
at
much the
your own,
same
eh?
thing, dude. You gotta be there for all those meetings I just said. Times 2. Is it at 4?
I'll find out.
I suspect I'm going to be doing support today.
yeah, buddy. Between meetings.
That's for the rock section.
I'd like to get my rocks off
Yeah. Got what you're saying.
and focus on
Just like,
creative.
Have a nice little relaxive time afterwards.
oh boy. Your reaction's better.
That's where I was.
Never gets old.
All right, we're doing Jeans 21 today.
Nice. It's legal
We-
now.
Good job. It's legal.
Oh, you've been hanging around Alexander too much.
Yeah.
I have a rock,
What's that?
but I have a solution to the rock. So, the rock happens to be communications between inside and outside sales.
Okay.
So that can be easily resolved by maybe setting up a weekly meeting on Monday, review all of what's going on, so that both sides know what the priorities are.
Now, what you're seeing though is like a board that's literally at the end of being cleaned up. Him and I are working really hard,
Oh, I know.
specifically on sales board, specifically on sales ops, and have been very aware that we need to make next action steps for everything, but we just don't have enough time in the day. We don't. So what I need from you is just a little bit more patience
Oh yeah.
so we can get to that meeting, so I can get to the cadence and the scheduling, because I'm going to be pushing it off a little bit. I'm going to, but I'm going to try my best in the meantime, in the reverse, to give you as much information as I know it, when I know it, so you're not in the dark. But just so you know, you and I are pretty much on the same page as everything. There's not much I'm withholding from you, okay?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Anything else? Rocks? More rocks? No? Great. Why is everyone smiling?
You're going to be the president for the day?
Yeah.
Sounded like it.
Well, you don't want to do your work.
It's fine. Whoa.
Jen's considered a lot of priorities for us today. Alright, let's do it, guys.
I've just been working on sales for like 48 hours straight, so I'm like, I'm on it! Oh god! you just raised my, what our
I've never seen
budget.
Everett leave the room so quickly.
got work to do.
Yeah, we got a notes review, that's why.
I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Just another day at the Measurable Genius.
You have a tendency, right, to throw Alex
It's funny because in my head I was like, wow, he throws me under the bus a lot. And she's like, you throw him under the bus. It's so good. So good. I like to play with this. This is like the funnest thing. I was introduced to the concept of restoring integrity conversations by my good friend Nima Rahmani. Nima runs an online program dealing in helping individuals transcend transitional anxiety and depression. We're also students of a common mentor, Dr. John DeMartini, and so he's taken that work and deployed it in his life in his own way. I've taken that work and deployed it in my life in my own way. Everything boils down to, in some way or another, a conflict in relationship, a conflict in communication, a conflict in expectation. I think what a lot of people do is they hold all that inside. They repress it. It's not socially acceptable to call somebody out or to express our stories to those people who we're condemning. Measurable Genius is a unique company because, unlike many companies where there's these very rigid patriarchal structures in place and expectations and rules that tell employees how they are and are not allowed to behave, instead of all of that, I've chosen to bring into my company and bring into our culture a context that says Everyone is going to do shit that pisses other people off at some point in time. It's totally unrealistic for me to expect every one of my team members to be happy all the time.
I need a new fence before I need a new deck.
I love that you're so handy. It's like you have answers for all the questions I could never answer myself.
I'm a homeowner. But I was by myself for years and years.
Yeah, but my parents are like, I have the tools to fix my deck. No, they don't. You do.
No, I have saws and yeah, I have everything. Yeah, the big gun.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You feel
so-
like
so-
powered, like yeah, those are fun, dangerous, fun.
Yeah, be careful. It is a power tool.
It is a power tool, Jen. Okay, training.
Yeah.
No wonder you're so busy.
I am busy. I have a house and I have a rental and I have this job and I have business and blah blah blah. And I have a son and 2 dogs and so yeah, life is
Like one out of those 9 things you just said.
right.
And you're still looking beautiful, so what the fuck?
I feel tired.
You don't look it, so give me your genetics. In order to grow, you can't be afraid of being yourself, and what's a better way to know yourself than to like literally watch yourself live your life? So it's like I get to watch myself at my best and my worst, and at the end of the day, nothing's on fire and people still love me, so like it's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool perspective that I would not have had unless we hired you.
Okay, I'll take credit for your personal growth.
Whenever there's a conflict in a relationship with another person, that conflict is driven by a story that I'm telling about them, a story that I'm telling about myself that is absolutely incomplete. And then the key is, once I've identified the fact that I am running a story, I ask, what is the story I'm running? What is it that I expect this other person to do, or what is it that I'm expecting myself to do? What does it mean about me? But the reality is, that person outside of me is worthy of love. That person is totally worthy of love. They don't have to be different, and I should not expect them to be different. So once I've identified that I'm running a story, and I'm able to figure out what I made that story mean about me, then that's the moment I'm able to restore integrity with myself first. And so then honoring them for the truth of what happened is absolutely critical. Once all that's done, the actual act of restoring integrity is an act of it looks like sitting down with that person and saying to them, this was my story. This is the story I've been telling about you and about what that means about me. And what I learned about myself, what I learned about the situation is that this is actually the truth. And then creating the space for that person to express how my story impacted them and letting them respond, letting them share where they were coming from, and letting them see clearly how I have recognized my own bullshit.
So whether he understands it or not, it's fucking necessary.
Okay.
Is that's a fair interpretation?
Yeah, we haven't done anything wrong.
So the challenge here is he feels that we're letting details get in the way of giving him what he wants that are unnecessary. And so we need to communicate to him that they are in fact necessary whether he fucking understands it or doesn't. Really, when he shows up, it's going to be,
Let's drift into that.
let's deal with your concern around you feeling like we're not hearing you. And let's express that we feel that you're not understanding what's necessary. So we're going to have a restoring integrity conversation with him.
Hey guys. Hi. You know, I called earlier. You guys are busy. I talked to Everett for a while.
So,
Universal.
can we have a restoring integrity conversation?
Yes.
Okay, I'm telling a story. So I'm going to tell you my story, and then I'll tell you how it's impacting me, and then you can tell me whatever you want to say. Everett told me that you said to him, I don't think that you don't feel like we're listening to you. And she's given me the same feedback also. And so the story I'm telling is that you don't get what's necessary for us to give you what you want. How that's impacting me is it makes me want to just say fuck it and just like I can take her labor and put it somewhere else. I mean, honestly, I can't because I don't have necessarily the opportunities, but in my mind, I could. I need you to know that we're doing what's necessary to get across a line. Here's what I know is the truth. You just are doing everything you can to save your business, to restart, to get a website online where you can take everything you've learned over the last 5 years and make it real. You're at a stage in your life where you're like, holy fuck, this isn't what I thought my dreams were gonna be. You're insecure and anxious and wondering, do people actually care about me and all this other kind of stuff? And the answer is you do. I cannot possibly think how I could show to you that we care and believe in you. As far as I can tell, we are investing more heavily in you than anyone else in your life right now. Like, we care. I don't want to throw 150 hours away. I don't want to take 3 months of my relationship with you and throw it away. I don't want to do any of that.
Let's not do that.
But I need you to fucking trust me that if I don't have the right information from her and I can't get it from you because you're busy, there's gonna be wasted time. We're gonna waste time on shit. And if we figure out we wasted time because you're like, oh fuck, that didn't need to be done, we all just need to agree, oh well. Okay, so before we skirt past this and start talking logistics, can you tell us or me how my story or this situation has impacted you?
I actually feel emotional that you're here doing this. You know, and I'm grateful. And I think that we can do it, you know, and I get that you know, every time I meet with you individually, you know, I really get that there's enthusiasm, that there's caring for what we're doing, and so I'm in, you know, and it doesn't preclude that I get frustrated or that I'm impatient or that I'm, you know, because. You know, and in my mind, I just move the timeline. Say, well, okay, whatever. You know, we don't do $250,000 for Christmas. Great, let's do 50.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, and
to me, this is like we're gonna build a foundation that doesn't get washed away in a flood, and just like so.
So I don't. You know, I apologize if I come off like an ungrateful asshole from time to time. But sometimes I am.
That's fine.
It's okay.
We truly believe in you.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm quite selfish and self-centered, and I appreciate your understanding of that sometimes. I appreciate you taking the time to feel your upsetness and share it with me, as opposed to just go to fuck you. No.
This is the second one of the day, and I'm gonna be on my third in a few minutes.
He's on a roll.
He's on a roll.
But this is a good conversation. Like, this is the way things get, you know, actually talking to people is the way things get moved and how we move to the next spot. And, you know, yeah.
All of us are looking for love. All of us are wanting to be cared for. All of us want to be heard. None of us want to have to give up half of ourselves in order to be ourselves. So restoring integrity is about all that. How's that?
That's good.
Okay.
My camera work is impeccable.
Is it impeccable?
It's impeccable.
Impeccable.
It's flawless.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think his camera work is impeccable? He's definitely been working on it.
Okay, it could be better. But you know what? I think it's pretty good.
It is pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Sorry to bother you. Just wondering what you're doing.
We're filming a episodic Facebook show. Check out Richard's website. He'll reply to me in this email and then we'll put it on the video.
Yes.
All right.
That's
you don't
awesome,
do
man.
Facebook?
Oh man, come on. I got no friends.
Dude, publishing video on Facebook is the future.
Is it?
Yeah, totally.
Really?
Yeah. All right. Well, give me your details and we'll follow you.
Awesome, man.
Cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for stopping us.
Thanks, man. No problem.
Cool. You never know what's gonna happen. This is the cool shit that happens when you do like bold shit. Like,
Let's not have that happen.
that's the thing. Like, one of the things that I hope you guys see here is that we just gave ourselves permission. Really, I gave myself permission to take a risk and to put myself out there. Just in the same way, I take a risk and I put myself out there in having these restoring integrity conversations. It's hard. It's hard to just tell the truth to people because we're all so afraid, like, will I still be loved? Will I still be loved if people find out the truth of me? Get that, you guys. Get that you are not a fuck up. You're worthy of love. If you look at where you've hurt people or where you think you've hurt people, ask the question, what am I missing? Where did I serve those people? Where's the fair exchange? How is that necessary for them to grow? Go have an integrity conversation with someone, investigate your stories, figure out your shit. And in doing that, you'll make a bigger difference.
Don't ruin other people's videos though.
You'll make a bigger difference in the world. So today is episode 21.
21.
This is the episode that makes us legal.
Yeah, that joke has been made, but you know what? We're gonna have it in twice.
We're gonna have that joke in twice. It's a bad fucking joke. It doesn't matter, guys. Hey, if anything in this video resonated with you, if you found something in this video that's meaningful, if there's some people in your life you're gonna go out and have an integrity conversation with, if you find a story that you've been telling about who you are, about what you've done, and you're able to figure out a nugget and figure out something new in that story and you found some insights, please comment below the video, like this video, share it with your friends who you know need to hear this message. Warren, you have anything else to say?
Just that you're kind of doing my job right now.
It's fun, I like it. I just wanted to do one of these,
You're not allowed because I have to do it.
Listen, you're never in the fucking video blog. Yesterday, Warren says, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna ask everyone how Jarvis made a difference, and he forgot to fucking interview himself. So this is me compensating, making sure that Warren gets time in the video blog for the time that he missed out on yesterday.
Mom.
Hi, Mom. All right, episode 21 in the books, guys. Like and share this. Please tag someone you know needs to hear this message. Share in the comments below what you've learned. We'll see you guys tomorrow for episode 22 of Daily Genius.